What's up, everybody? It's Henry from the PSI Defense Channel coming to you with another video. As you guys know, PSI Defensive Solutions is my second business. My first business tends to take me away from the less lethal scene for extended periods of time, but rest assured that we're still going strong. The website is still up. I'm still offering quality markers, just on a lower scale than a lot of other builders. I like to focus on the builds that I'm confident in, the builds that I'm proficient in, and the platforms that I have learned that are the most successful, the most reliable, and the most powerful to defend your home property and your persons. So the reason for this video, we're just going to have a little chat. I'm not going to do a whole lot of destructive testing. I'm not going to do any chronographing in this video. There's tons of videos on this channel of me doing that, and a couple of the launchers I'll show you here today where I'm doing that as well. But I've been getting a lot of emails asking certain questions, a lot of repeat questions. Not that I mind answering questions, but I figured I'd just put out a video to just kind of give some general information about less lethal. I don't want to take it for granted that everybody has been around the community for an extended period of time and knows a lot of the information. Less lethal gets new members every day. That people realize that this is an effective and viable solution to protect your household and your families. So essentially, a lot of people are asking me about platforms, power ratings, and numbers. Just wanted to start out by saying that these are paintball platforms. If you've ever played paintball, you know how much 2 to 4 gram 68 caliber ball hurts, and those shoot at about 12 joules. So just think about that. They're mostly 2.5 gram paintballs, and they're fired at 12 to 14 joules, depending on where you have your velocity set at. So in less lethal, when we started modifying launchers, we were getting up to 17 joules with 6 and 8 gram rounds. And then we got to 20, and then even 30 was very high numbers. And 36 joules has actually been reported as fatal numbers. This is the FM 303, military and law enforcement, compressed air tank, HPA tank, has this barrel style clip and a pass-through breach where it practically negates almost all jams from this platform. Of course, anything with mechanical bolt action and air can jam, but this is a very minimal chance of jamming. Similar to what the HDR revolvers have, but on a larger scale. This is actually on the website. I've got this one up to, I believe, 42 to 45 joules. Comes with several mags, different types of ammo, red dot, green dot sight, rubberized grip, and I've heard this referred to as one of the holy grails of less lethal. Very difficult to find. I'll put the link in the description for the website so you can browse around and see what kind of offerings I have available now. Any of the launchers here, many of them are my personal guns, so they won't be listed on the website, but of course you can have them. I can easily build and build to suit any of these, but the ones that are on the website are ready to go. They'll be shipped. You place the order, you pay for the order with a debit or credit card or whatever other options you have on there. That'll be shipped out the same week, within a day or two. But 36 joules is what that's rated at, the FN 303. I've got that at 42 joules, and that is, to my knowledge, the only less lethal firearm that has reported kills. They've used those, the military has used those all over the world. I believe has reported kills in Afghanistan for their proprietary ammunition that they use. FN 303 uses this ammunition with a liquid payload in the back, and in the front it has this metal bismuth powder that is designed for pain compliance. But at 36 joules, they have reported fatalities with 36. So just because, you know, we have hit 70, 80, 95, 100 joules with a lot of launchers, it's a lot of a lot of damaging power, stopping power, but there comes a point where you want to think, well, am I sacrificing the safety of firing these in my house in an emergency situation by going too crazy on the joules? Now, for me, most of my launchers, like this is my Scorpion that I keep in the bedroom, has 80 drum mag. It has just a regular First Strike ASA, regular FSC bolt in here, carbon fiber tank. It has my my first generation on with the bleed off valve. I continue to appreciate that, but there were some issues with some customers, so I went over to the Generation 2, which is super simple to operate. But for this one, this only shoots about 50 to 55 joules, and this is what I have by my nightstand that I'm ready to defend my house in case anything goes bump in the night. So don't be mistaken, 45, 55 joules, even 40 joules is definitely man-stopping power. You get hit with a 8-gram round at 36 to 40 joules, you're going to want no more parts of that. A couple years ago, Jeff Mackey, he is well known for modifying the Umrex platforms. He took 36 joules in the back once. And he's a pretty tough guy, man, but he hollered out pretty good, and he had a big old hematoma swelled up on his back. And he had a heavy coat and a sweatshirt, if I recall. And it's still, you know, he said, oh, that's effective. That's effective. Didn't want to take any more at that power level. I can only imagine what taking 45, 50 joules. There's some videos with some guys that put out, they claimed to shoot people with 50 joules. I don't believe it. I've done a lot of damage testing and destruction testing here on the PSI Defensive channel at different joule levels. I highly doubt that people have taken shots in the back at 50 joules. I just don't believe it. If you don't chrono it, it didn't happen as far as I'm concerned. But moving right along with the discussion. So that is, you should not be concerned or worried if you have a 40 joule marker that you're not going to have enough power to defend yourself or your home. It is definitely enough to put somebody down or to discourage somebody from continuing. So to start off there, this is my Pepperball DCP. This is my carry sidearm. When I go on late deliveries, I have some facilities that I have access to at night. I have a custom Kydex holster. There's a couple companies that I have shared that makes really good Kydex holsters. And it's not a concealed carry situation. Less lethal is very bulky because of the air, because of you need a heat core, which is an air chamber. You need to build pressure. You have air lines. It's not like firearms where you can have this very small, tiny package because all of your bang is in your ammunition. Here, all of your bang is built up in CO2 cartridges that release into an air chamber where it expands and builds pressure and is released at very high force and shoots your projectiles with a lot of velocity. So this is the TCP, but it's also the Pepperball FSC, very common platform, pretty much my exclusive platform that I use. However, they come with 8-gram mags, and I use SSD 12-gram 6-round mags so I can get more power. They also have Comritech 8-round 16 and 20-gram mags. I've used those with great success. They come from the UK. Somewhat difficult to get a hold of those sometimes, but I can still stand behind the quality and the reliability of those very comfortably. So as you can see, this has an SSD air chamber extension that allows you a larger air charge. It also has an SSD barrel. He is one of the only manufacturers of less lethal that gives you a true 6.86 bore, perfect for less lethal self-defense. Of course, Olight Balder Mini, which is one of my favorite all-time laser tech lights, and a couple other goodies that make this according to my spec and my liking. So the bottom line is, yeah, you can have your less lethals looking great, looking good, but the main thing you want to focus on is that you get at least 36 to 40 joules consistently, and that it's reliable and built well. All of my FSCs, I do complete VKS internals, not some crazy springs that we found or made. We actually go to Pepperball, we go to First Strike, have dealer licenses with them, and we order the springs that they use, because in the VKS, they did all the math for us, so it's all ready to go. So we don't have to worry about inconsistencies with Chinese springs, or inconsistencies with heat treating, or any other things that some of the other people in the community have tried to do. Nothing to knock them, but we have found that the VKS springs, sears, SSD components are quality enough that we can rely on them, and I have them in my own personal less lethal firearms. So as you can see, this is my carry sidearm. In this configuration, I believe this is a 6-inch barrel with the air chamber extension, 12 gram mag. I believe I'm getting 55 joules from this. But here's the thing about CO2. A lot of people are saying, okay, I want all this power across all 6 shots. I don't care if you have 8, 16, 12, or 20 or 25 gram CO2, you're gonna lose power as shots go down. It's just the nature of putting a small amount of CO2 into the grip of a pistol that you could carry, and you're just gonna lose power. As long as you have, like I said, 30 shots by round 6, you probably wouldn't even need to shoot 6 rounds of this. They're very loud. All of these are very loud. They sound like firearms. You pull them out, most of them are very intimidating looking, and you definitely don't want to get hit with any of these. 36 to 40 joules. Yeah, you're quitting any plans that you had for malicious activities. All that's going out the window. So yeah, so with the pistol platform, if you have a standard air chamber without an extension cap, Sterling makes several different types of kits that you can go on. This is the one that I use. Not so concerned with it being black or being squared. I'm concerned with the power. So I like this setup. I like this SSD barrel. Not too long, so I'm getting approximately 50 joules from here. If you're wanting higher joules, like Sterling has some pistols that he's made at like 60 joules, 70 joules even. You're gonna have quite a bit of barrel length and a larger air chamber. He has HD or XL bolt kits. Thing about that is, larger air chamber, the more of your CO2 is gonna go into that, and your power is gonna drop off quicker. So you wanna find a sweet spot. I found that this configuration, 6-inch barrel, his standard air chamber extension cap, is good for 50 down to about 32 joules after 6 shots. I'm telling you, even if the last shot is like 25 joules, you're still, you've caused enough ruckus and damage by then that is going to hurt somebody, and the psychological impact is going to definitely be there. So that's my carry pistol. And as you saw the Stinger earlier, this shoots 55 joules. I'm very comfortable with that. I don't have any of these in stock, but the Stinger with the Slide Check 2.0 system, very easy for me to build those. Speaking of which, here is the SMG. I actually have this listed on the website right now. It has a 10 CI aluminum tank that it comes with. I screwed this carbon fiber tank on because it actually has pressure. The 10 CI does not. As you can see, black braided cable. It has an SSD VKS power block. So that allows you to run an extended air chamber, and it's also doubles as an ASA. There's no knob or no O-rings to fail here, and it just comes with, there, that's how you air it. Very simple. You grab it, and it's ready to go. Boom. Take the safety off. Comes with a Balder Pro on the side. Has plenty of rail space if you want to include a red dot, but for home defense, you just need a light and a laser. And it has the smoke suppressor, which looks cool, but it also adds some FPS. This is coming with a 15 round magazine, and I believe this 10 round or this 10 CI tank can shoot through this as well as another 8 round or 2 and have plenty of air. A lot of people have been inquiring about carbon fiber tanks such as this. The 15 CIs are a little bit more difficult to come across, but 13s and sometimes 17s, we can have those. It's about a $250 upgrade if you have a power kit installed. Is it better? Absolutely. Are you going to find yourself lacking if you have a 10 or a 13 CI aluminum tank? No. You're going to be able to get through plenty of rounds. You're just with the 13 CI tank, you won't have to fill it up as often, and you know it just holds so much more air. I believe this 13 CI tank versus this 13 CI carbon fiber tank versus a comparable aluminum tank, I believe has 70% more air volume inside. You will need a high pressure. You'll need a high pressure. You'll need a high pressure air compressor to fill this up to 4,500 PSI, but you won't worry about any kind of air. And then this also has a bleed off valve so that once you degas it, it's safe. Okay, push it forward to degas, pull it back, and it's active. Then push it forward and it degasses your system so you don't have to ghost fire or dry fire to get rid of anything. Of course, this is on the website. I've got videos explaining this, doing some destruction testing. I really love it because it's as capable and as powerful as a VKS, because with the SSD power block, this is getting 72 joules in this small configuration. It's very small, lightweight, and if you put a even smaller magazine in there, it's even more maneuverable. You can put the 4-stock up and just a long pistol. Yep. Very easy to stow in a number of places within your house for home defense. It's a great platform. I really, really love this platform here. Highly recommend it for self-defense. Let's see. You guys all know and love my truck gun. This is another carbine configuration. Has a magazine holder here. Has a bunch of goodies. Has a 13 CI tank. This one actually has one of the slap ASA on-offs from the Pepperball Patrol carbine. I was able to purchase this with the Patrol carbine and make this happen for my personal use. So if you need a package like this, this is more conducive for stowing, and I call this my truck gun. So this is more conducive for me stowing underneath the seat in my truck to pull out and to be able to hurl 50 joules. 2 mags on board, but the carbon fiber 13 CI tank will allow me to shoot about 5-6 of these 8-round mags without running out of air ammunition. Again, my personal gun, 50 joules. I've been at less lethal for a long time. I've done quite a bit of testing. I am very comfortable with running 50 joules to protect myself and my home and whatnot. So no discussion about less lethal will be complete without the pinnacle of performance and reliability. This is the Pepperball VKS. See there? It's the GOAT. It is the most reliable, one of the most powerful law enforcement and military use. Comes with a longer butt stock or a longer hand guard. This is, of course, spec'd out with a top tank kit with a folding butt stock so that you can have a very compact package here. This is actually a Pepperball 10-round magazine. This particular VKS is still on sale. Comes with a pressure pad and a Balder Pro green dot tack light, 1300 lumen tack light, and then you've got your pressure pad right there with a UTG rubberized foregrip, great grip back here. SSD 2-piece barrel, really high-end barrel there. But so yeah, this one is also coming with a big monster 80 drum mag. It's coming with this 10-round mag, which is very hard to find and come across. And then this is a 42-round drum mag. Now this one in particular gets about 82 to 85 joules, well into 400 plus feet per second. I've done quite a few videos with featuring this one as well. I've got a VKS by the front door when it comes time for some action. I've got all these 50 joule items around the house, but I've got also got some heavy hitting stuff. I've got 90 joule T9.1 within reach. I've also got a 90 joule VKS downstairs by the front door in case it really hits the fan. But when you're talking about VKS and you're hitting 70, 80 joules, stock, when we first started getting VKSs, we would turn them up to get like 50 joules. And then we would do a couple minor modifications. Then we hit 60 joules, which was crazy numbers at the time. Now that we've learned how to do some other modifications internally, and we learned the sweet spot with tank pressure and things like that, 80, 90 joules, 100 joules is not uncommon for that. But like I said in the beginning of this video, it's uncommon. It's very common, but is it necessary? No. I mean, I prefer to play it somewhat safe with my power numbers conservatively. So yeah, guys, that's my little discussion. That's my soapbox for today. Hopefully I answered some of your guys' questions. If you want to contact me any further and have questions, you can always email me here, psi.defense.channel. Defense is with a C at gmail.com. You can also hit the website, which should have been hanging out up here for the whole entire video, and see what I have up there. And if you don't see what you want in the video, shoot me an email, and then we can see what we got going on from there. As always, I'm definitely here to answer questions, definitely here to make sure you guys have what you need to safely protect your family. And as always, I'm definitely here to make sure you guys have what you need to protect your family safely and effectively. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll have some more time to put out some more content in the near future. But until then, it's Henry signing off. So make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Watch less news, guys. Peace.